Howdy, howdy. What's up, people? I don't wear Gonzo. Yep, yep. Not now, over. It is 11 o'clock on. Whoop, whoop. That's still hard to figure out. There we go. Whoop, whoop.
Can you see and hear me?
Okay, now, let's get some volume. What's that?
It's Jesus. Gonzo.
Hey. I can't hear you, bud. Let me try here.
You can't hear me?
Well, I had this trouble last night.
Can you hear? Can you hear me at all?
I'm trying to figure out this audio. I can't hear you, dude. Let me see what I can do.
It says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
It's crazy here. Here we go. I think I figured it out.
Can you hear me now?
Hey. Yeah, what's up, brother?
It's enjoying a cigarette.
How's the weather out there? Yeah, is the weather hot out there?
Hot as hell.
Yeah, it's 91 today here and humid it can be.
There was 103 here.
Man, that is crazy.
Yeah,
we got Voynich from the Netherlands. We got some good people in the chat already.
Nice.
The Curious Mind. Hawaii's highest is a Grow channel. Voynich is a radical truther. Sexy Too Much Coleman. Julie Marvin. Woo! So, have you been smoking any of that good chronic?
I wish, man. All this court bullshit's got me not allowed to smoke for a little while till this is done.
Damn Nazis.
For real. Hopefully after court to get that shit dropped, and then I can enjoy myself. Because I ain't on probation or nothing, but I just want them springing shit on me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Come
Let me turn this. Turn the
I'm
chair.
back. I have more trouble with this damn app. You know what, Voynich?
What?
This is inspired by you, Voynich. The flu is gonna get you. Oh, I think we got a. Let me look here. Okay. No, we don't. I'm still trying to learn this app.
I understand. Trust me. Had this one guy. I guess he watched my NVTV thing.
Yeah.
And he's from Mississippi, and he's all, I don't think there's any Sasquatch here. And I was like, I got to write him back and be like, I'm pretty sure there are.
I think they're about everywhere you can look.
Yeah, if there's a forest anywhere near, you know,
Yeah.
shit, they're in the desert.
People
They're
that
in the
can't see
desert
can't
too.
see. They can't see it. They never will.
Yep, they're all up in the deserts as well.
I'm tired of trying to wake up people.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing like I said on that interview with the NVTV thing. I was I ain't trying to prove it's real. I know it's real, so I ain't worried about it. I'm tired of everybody else. Well, there's no proof. It's like if you think there's no proof, then you ain't doing your homework.
Right. That's like somebody telling you you don't have a sister when you do. You're like, you don't care what they think. You know.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Good night, Arturo. I got a bunch of crazy truther friends that are pretty strong in their beliefs.
Nice.
Did you already pick up the missus?
The who?
Your better half?
Yeah, she's in the house. She's in the house right now, watching 21 Jump Street.
That's some throwback right there.
Right? I can't wait till all this court shit's over so I can smoke one and go take Bigfoot some buds.
You still getting the UFOs up in the air always?
Yep. Get a picture of them at least once or twice a week.
They seem to follow you around.
They do. No matter where I'm at, they're always there.
I'm telling you. Seem to attract things.
Right? So I'm a weird shit magnet, you know?
If you could just leave the fuzz out of it.
Right? That's the true shit, man. I'm tired of all that bull crap.
The world's in a spell of craziness.
Like literally, like it's like a haze over their fucking eyes and minds. It's insane. It
I
blows
just
my
can't believe
mind.
it. It's hard
It's
to
unreal.
believe still that people are still panicking.
Yeah, yeah. With the whole masks and all that bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
So are you ever going to get back on any of the call? Was it? Yeah.
Not
So.
not doing. I wrote the prequel to Better Call Saul, the movie. So
Oh yeah.
My goal is to get that produced.
You
You
know, I
know?
think my favorite scene is when they were at one dude's house and his dad was in the wheelchair and he starts ringing that bell and he knew he was getting that poison food. And then when he
Yep.
blew up, that guy walked out with half his face gone in the nursing home.
Yep. That was cool.
Or when he blew up the side of the building and said, "This ain't meth."
Right.
They had I watched that whole marathon that was on a month ago or whatever.
Yeah. So Jodine Elizabeth.
Yep, she's She's a friend of mine. She was out in Cali for a while. She came back here.
Nice.
Man, Julie on there. She's from Springfield. Arturo, he's in New York. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
The Curious Mind, I don't know where he lives. Superlit Beacon is in Buffalo, New York. Voynich is in the Netherlands.
Nice.
Hawaii's finest. You know where they are. Growing that good weed in Hawaii.
With the little midget Bigfoots. Mm-hmm. They got the little people there. Hell yeah.
You know, I tell people that there aren't giants because the giants are normal size. We're the little people.
Right?
Look at the
We are.
doorway openings. You know what I mean? Why would they use a horse and buggy to build something that big for no reason?
Exactly.
It's pretty crazy. People still don't see chemtrails in the air.
That blows my fucking mind too. That's just conspiracy theory.
And they already admit it now, you know?
The people just don't do their research, man.
It has to be, right?
People just want
I
to
mean,
fucking
you never seen a
hand.
funny thing happen on the way to the moon or astronauts gone wild.
Well, yeah, I've seen those. It's funny as hell.
No, I mean, every astronaut cusses them out and wants to fight them.
Right?
I guess we did go through the Van Allen bells then.
Apparently, 7 times.
And Werner von Braun's headstone kind of says a lot too, don't it?
Yep. It's just everything that they said was myth and fantasy is reality, and all of reality is really the opposite.
They
Nice.
flipped the script. That's what I always call it.
It's like that one CIA director said. Once the public believes everything that we've told them, that's not true, their job's done.
Oh, I know. Can you guys see the link in the chat? I put it out. I don't know if it ever came out there. It's hard to do that every time. Every time I try it. I sent it to you in the messenger.
Okay, I see the chat now. I can't see myself. Can you see me still?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have trouble with Wi-Fi here. I usually get on my other phone, but the Wi-Fi is being crazy. It says we got 7 in the chat.
Nice.
But half the people I know are live right now. I don't know how you get notifications when you don't have Wi-Fi.
Right. So been putting everything back together and trying to get back, from all that crazy shit. So I rented a house and I'm renting a cabin too. It's off grid cabin. It was all fucked up. So the people are renting us the cabin for $150 a month.
Hey,
You know
that's
what I mean?
old school prices right there.
Hell yes, but we just had to clean it up and fix everything. But fuck it, it's right up there, like where I did all my research in Cloudcroft. It's about 20 minutes farther into the mountain.
By the res?
Sort of. It's kind of the opposite direction of the res, but it's at the very top of the mountain. And it's the little town. There's only 100 people there.
Right on.
So it's deep in the cut. You know what I mean? So as soon as I'm finished cleaning up that place, 'cause it was fucked up. I'll stay out there, so I can do some more research, like not have to worry about shit.
Oh yeah.
Just got to figure out the.
If I'm gone for a minute, you can entertain. I'm gonna try to put the link up here. Some other people wanting to go in here. I think.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how to. It's kind of hard to do on your phone compared to, I guess, a computer is probably easier.
Yeah, I'm on my phone too.
Yeah, I never had. I had a PC at work. I got tired of working on.
I'm just looking at the chat. So, anybody that's in there in the chat, y'all can hear me? Okay. See if anybody writes anything.
There's Parkway. That's a squatcher right there.
Nice. Woo-hoo. Oh yeah. Good deal.
I haven't been posting much on Facebook myself anymore.
You know.
Let's see if I can find this damn link again. I don't like this setup too much on this app.
Yeah, it's like if you go to comments, you can't see nothing besides comments. You would think that it'd be at the bottom and you'd have the picture, the videos above it.
Yeah, I know. That's
But it
probably why
it,
you had to have a laptop before. It's probably why.
it works. So, what's up, everybody? Glad you're here.
Yeah. Like, this is the craziest thing. I'm trying to figure out how to. I figured it out. Okay, here we go. Finding page. Yeah, copy link. Share. I don't know. This is crazy. I don't know. Let's see here. What's it? Trying to get some people up here.
Julie Julie Marvin says, "Nice picture, Joe Dean." I'm gonna have to agree.
Yep. She's an artist too.
I can see.
She's had a long road.
Word.
I think most of the time though.
I understand. So everybody in chat, how many of you have ever seen a Sasquatch or a UFO?
All right, let's see if I can figure out how to put this in the chat again. Oh, well, yeah, I think they need to do some better work on this damn thing.
User.
Let's see, select all, comment. I don't know, damn thing. uh,
Drop my lighter. Give me a second. I have to look at the sky for a second while I open this new pack of cigarettes, guys. Hold on. Yeah, so where I'm at right now, I have a view of I'm on the very bottom of the mountains, but my opposite view is of the White Sands Missile Range. So
oh, really?
so I get to see all kinds of weird shit from them too. Not just, the regular UFOs. I get to see all their weird shit,
Yeah. This is the weirdest shit ever here.
Oh yeah. And that's where I'm kind of nearby where I did my Tule Creek Bigfoot documentary, that first documentary I did a while back.
Yeah, that time the one was in the field.
Yeah, where I got the Bigfoots whistling back and forth to me. There's like 4 of them.
Yeah, that's kind of a freaky place, ain't it?
Hell yeah. Because like about 10, was it now 12 years ago, I guess. That place hadn't been ever like researched, like walked through in the backwoods. And but 12 years ago, there was a woman with her kids at the Tule Creek, and there's a lot of cows and stuff out there. So there's an area in the creek where they call the poop chute, where a lot of the cows, poop. And when they got there, there was a juvenile Bigfoot in the water, just I guess like swimming or bathing or whatever, and it got freaked out. and it jumped out of the water and ran into the bushes. Nobody believed her, and my theory was because we have the res, right up the highway, about 20 minutes, Mescalero, Apache, and they have tons of reports in there in Ruidoso, New Mexico. Uh, it made sense to me that they would follow the creek down because I had a juvenile come to my house one night, and my theory was they were coming through the ravine, the creek, because it's like a canal almost. It's
Yeah.
deep down, so there's about a good 10 foot, 12 foot a drop into the creek, all the way up and down the mountain, down to the basin. So that's why I went to Tule Creek, and I was like, I bet you there's Bigfoot, there. And sure enough, I was right. They're all up in
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
wild shit.
what reservation is that? What
Mescal-
native tribe?
Mescalero Apache.
Oh yeah.
I used to drum up there and do powwows and all that.
Yeah. It's driving me crazy trying to figure this out.
It's always an adventure.
I'm telling you, this is a venture just trying to figure out how to put a link.
All right.
Uh,
So Parkway, you're in Australia. That's where my wife is from. There was I guess, a report of, I guess there's a real popular story there in Australia about a bunch of this area where a bunch of women have disappeared or something. Or a long time ago, there was a group of women that just like vanished. I'm just wondering if it was the Yowie that did it out there.
oh yeah. Since they can interbreed with us, like
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like from a bunch of the old native stories around the world, they had them interbreeding with us, you know?
oh yeah.
So why can't they still do it? All I can say is ouch, you know? In the Northern Territory, salute, show me Sasquatch. Well, if I had them over here, I'd show you. If any of y'all have any questions for me, let me know.
There we go. They're back.
There you are.
I'm trying, dude. I mean,
It's all
it looks pretty simple, but it doesn't really work that way.
no worries.
No, you'll just have to listen. Diesel in New Jersey.
Yep. He said, shoot me Sasquatch.
I can't figure out why I can't post a comment on this damn thing. I'm trying to learn,
Well, since they can hear you, I'm just talking to them while they put chat, comments.
Yeah, most people don't even follow the chat that do these things.
What's up, D's in New Jersey? Let's see. There's a man from my hometown that disappeared in the Pine Forest 37 years ago that nobody has a clue about. We have strange stuff like you guys do. I believe it, man. I believe it. And Bigfoots are everywhere, and like I told a lot of people, I think I know there's more than just Sasquatch out there. There's a lot of weird shit, but a lot of the reports, I believe, of Dogman and other werewolf stuff are Sasquatch stories.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they don't think about Sasquatch, so they think of everything else possible besides that. And if you got, the Sasquatch can run on all fours easily, and they go, they do howl, and on full moons they love some full moons. So it's like,
Yeah.
Parkway's asking, tell us about your most recent encounter. Okay, so my most recent encounter would be that was a couple years ago. Uh, yeah, I guess a couple years ago. That was when I was in that tent with that dude, and we had two Sasquatch and what looks like a gray but green with red eyes. They all came to our tent, and they all took turns looking inside the tent. And one of the Sasquatch stuck its arm under the tent and knocked over the dude. And right before that uh, was in Farmington, New Mexico, where I got video of a Sasquatch walking across the field in broad daylight. And then you got a bunch of people going, Bigfoot wouldn't walk around in daytime.
Hey, I seen that video. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's like, come on now. It's on the res. All the local, the natives there, where I was staying, it's normal to them. It's not a big deal. Of course they're like, oh, look, there's one of the hairy boys. But it happens all the time there. But of course, it pisses off a lot of people that have been researching Sasquatch for years and never seen one. They get all ass hurt because, some of us get to see them a lot. And I don't know. I think Sasquatch can tell who they should reveal themselves to more. They're not just big old animals. They're much more than that. You know?
Yeah, if they don't want you to see them, you're not gonna.
Exactly.
Most people don't have the right state of mind.
Right? It says Victoria has a bunch of yowies there. Can't wait to ask my wife about Victoria.
Is it Canada? You guys want to ask
Oh,
him some questions about some of his movies? Breaking Bad. He's been in plenty. How many times has Steven Seagal killed you?
uh, three times now. Yeah.
John Cena threw you for a loop.
Yep. What's funny about that movie was I used to be a real bouncer at that strip club years
You
before I made
did?
the movie. Yeah, before I made that movie and fought John Cena on that stripper stage. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and Val Kilmer was pretty crazy in that movie. Uh,
MacGruber.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he
stroking
was.
that naked lady's tits.
Yeah, he was a wetter. Had to spray her
yeah.
boobs.
Oh man,
Yeah.
oh Val Kilmer, he looks bad now, don't he, man?
Oh damn. I mean, like, holy shit. That chemo fucked him up, man.
I seen that last interview, man. I couldn't watch it.
Yep. It was heartbreaking.
He ain't being nobody's Huckleberry now.
Nope. And then I did that other movie with Val, Felon, too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
How was Denzel in that one?
Denzel and Two Guns.
Yeah,
I did that with him and Mark Wahlberg and Bill Paxton and
Bill
Edward
Paxton.
James.
I can't believe he's gone too.
Yeah, he was a good dude, man. We hung out and got drunk together, and he was
He a
from,
keeper.
yeah, what's it called? He was from New Mexico. He got busted with an ounce of cocaine walking over the Juarez border to,
I
to El Paso,
knew
Texas.
he
Yeah,
had to be high. He wrote that song "Fish Heads."
you know, and some wild shit,
That movie he did with Billy Bob. That money.
right?
Yeah, and he was in Aliens, man. He's like, "We're fucked now, man." I'll never
Yeah,
forget that.
Weird Science. Remember Weird
Oh
Science?
yeah, and he died way too young.
Yeah, that was shitty.
Yeah, and like what's his name? America.
Yep.
There's a lot of people dropping though,
Yeah, a whole bunch. Dropping or disappearing.
or being replaced.
Right. Right. That's the truth. Now all I want to do is, if I'm going to do anything with Hollywood, is just produce or make my own movies. I don't trust on them some bitches. You know what I mean? They're all
Oh yeah,
shady, crooked, evil fucks. So I'm more interested in doing my research and writing and that sort of stuff, all my paranormal stuff, and working on fixing my life and being married now. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
trying to get my life back. They
No
don't bullshit.
adrenochrome, huh?
Oh, fuck that. That's insane, man.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, it's sad but true. But because working with all them people, it's not hard for me to believe. There's so many different weird parties I had to say no. I'm not going. Fuck
I can
that.
imagine.
You
You know,
know,
it's that blue stuff.
right? Yeah, they've
I was
been.
waiting. You know, whenever he came in that building and he had that stuff, I was waiting for him to take his knife and smash that rock. That
Right.
would have ended the whole show, though.
Exactly. Yeah, I tripped out. Old Tuco, he's a surfer dude.
Oh yeah.
He was raised in Malibu, California.
Oh man, what did you think of the movie? You know, El Camino or whatever.
Uh,
I know. I
uh,
know. Yeah, that's what I thought.
what upset me? It would have been better if some of the actors tried to lose some weight to look like their old characters. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like
Oh
something
yeah.
like Aaron Paul looked like he was 30 pounds heavier and 20 years older, trying to play young guy still. And the other dude, Meth Damon,
Yeah.
same thing with him. It's like, if I'm gonna do a prequel or anything like that, you gotta stick with the character and at least try. Shit,
I
because
know.
when they did that, it broke the fantasy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So that's something that
And then,
bummed me out.
and then I saw what's his name's on Westworld now.
Yeah. They keep on trying to make him a leading man, but I don't think he just has the chops to
No,
lead.
no, he don't either. I don't think so.
He's a supporting character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I liked the last season of Westworld a lot better than the new one.
Yep. Then
That
he
was
did that.
crazy.
He did that movie with The Rock and Kevin Hart.
I'd never seen that one.
Yeah, and part of the movie he says, "Yo, bitch." It's like, come on, dude. Shit. You
How
know?
old is he? Is he like in his 30s?
Yeah, yeah. He's in his late 30s already.
Was Breaking Bad his come out role?
That was his first thing he ever did.
That's what I thought.
That was the first thing he ever did, and he was a bougie little shit with a giant head already. You
Oh,
know?
really?
Thought he was the man just at the beginning. I was like, dude, it wasn't even we hadn't even released the show yet. And he was all nobody considered my lunch table. Me.
What?
And all this bullshit. Yeah. And I was like, give me a
They did
fucking
that shit
break.
on Saturday Night Live where they had the meth. Remember? They're
Yep.
smoking that vapor thing because it's blue, bitch.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You know?
That was that was the craziest show.
Yeah, it was.
I like him when he told him to go get that Tupperware and he put him in the bathtub and it went all the way through.
Yeah, what's crazy is I got to see the when that scene happened, and
Yeah,
because I was inside the studios, and any scenes in that show that you see inside of a house or
yeah.
in the Winnebago was all inside the studios.
Oh
So
yeah.
it was all trippy because I got to go hang out in there and stuff a lot, and yeah, did a lot for that show. People are like, "You're only in a couple episodes." I was like, I was in more than a couple episodes, and I chose the hat for Heisenberg, his glasses, and told them how the shit works, the drugs work, and because they didn't know what the hell they were doing, and but they don't mention that shit. You know what I mean?
No, they don't give credit where credit's due.
Oh hell no! But just saying what's up to everybody I see in the chat room. They're showing me some love, so I'm showing you some love back. You know what I'm saying? Where's the camera? There, some knuckles. You know what I mean?
Remember that first time we met, we were on the phone for how many hours just sending each other pictures back and forth.
Yep. Smoking.
That,
Yep.
oh, that one night we were on Messenger doing the, we passed out both of us.
Right.
That was a lot of smoke.
Hell yeah. It's been
That's
it's been
what,
almost been a year for me now since I got to smoke.
what? You ain't killed nobody yet?
Almost. Almost.
Hey, I watched
Been
that speech you did at that graduation not too long ago.
Word, thank you.
Stuff just pops up out of the blue.
Yep, I was voted most influential mentor because I spoke at the school several times. So they chose me to be the person giving the graduation speech.
I don't think they knew that you ran for president against Trump either.
Nope. A lot of people don't know it or believe it. You know,
That's good. That was a few pounds ago.
I'd say, yep. I'm still working on it.
Oh, I heard you. It's a never-ending battle. Did you? What kind of stunts have you jumped from like buildings and shit or any of that on the big airbag?
Yep, done that, and of course, lots of fighting stuff, some crazy car shit, and getting shot a whole bunch. Like in two guns, that was a real helicopter chasing us and shooting at us with a cannon, a 20 millimeter cannon.
Hey,
So
what's up with Steven Seagal? Is he a cool dude or is he a dick?
he was cool to me and a dick to everybody else. So me and him hung out a lot. I'd go to his hotel. Me and him fought at his hotel, and we'd go to gun shows and all kinds of crazy shit like that. You
He's
know?
a real badass, though. He ain't no John Claude.
Yeah, no, he's the real deal. People can talk shit all they want, but he's a seventh degree Aikido black belt. He's the only white man given permission by the Yakuza in Japan to open up his own school as a
Jojo.
master. You know?
Really?
Yep.
I saw watched him when he was in New Orleans when he was a sheriff or something.
Yep.
That was wild.
Yeah, he been a sheriff and a deputy for over 22 years now. People don't know that.
Wow.
Gotta do
Shaq
something in
did that too,
between.
didn't he? I think did that.
Shaq was a state trooper.
Yeah. God,
Yep.
that's not what you want to see walking from behind the car.
Hell no.
That's when you
That's
can say Black Lives Matter.
shit. That's when you say little lives matter. Shit. You know?
I think his shoe holds like a gallon and a half of milk.
Yep. See, like I have big feet for normal people. I wear size 16s, but he wears 22s or some shit.
He's skiing.
Yep.
And he played 20 years. That's hard to believe.
Yep. There's
Did
coyotes
you,
howling right now outside.
remember when he did that challenge and he boxed and played all that race car? And that guy's got talent.
Yep.
He could
There's
have won
still
that boxing match. You know what? He could have just pounded that dude.
there's coyotes. I don't know if you can hear them. There's coyotes
Oh
howling
yeah,
right now.
he's the first one to have spinners on his vehicle.
Yep.
I think Latrell Sprewell made him or something.
All right, honey. The wife just walked out. Here you go. She's gonna smoke a cigarette too.
Are cigarettes expensive out there?
About $8.
Damn. I think they're half that much here. I think.
Damn. Want to say hello? Want to say hello to the wife?
You've been married what 3-4 years now?
Going on 3 now.
Howdy,
Hi,
howdy.
how are you?
Good. You settled him down, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit, trying to.
I
How are
like
you
that
doing
accent.
tonight?
I'm doing great.
Good, good. Yeah, we're just sitting out here and sort of keeping our eyes open for big, horrible tarantulas and stuff. Our puppies really like playing with them, so mm.
Where are you from? Before I'm not going to insult you, I'll let you tell me.
Australia.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
some people in the chat right now from Australia.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
from Melbourne.
All
Yeah,
right.
they said Victoria has a lot of Bigfoots or Yowies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's
There's
what they
quite a bit
said.
of researchers down there in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't really noticed anything like that until I got together with Jesus. But yeah, I don't doubt that there are absolutely, especially yeah, in Victoria, definitely.
When you
Definitely.
give your life to Jesus, it does change.
Yeah.
It changes everything.
uh, You got to have them in your life nowadays with Satan running around, running everything.
That is true.
Yep. In Australia, cigarettes are stupid prices.
Are they?
Somebody, yeah, they said $30. The cheapest pack is $20.
What the hell? They smoke weed, but it'd probably be better.
Right? It's got to be cheaper.
It has to be. The medical got passed here, but there's only like one dispensary in the whole state so far.
Yep.
But you can get if you get caught with weed, you can't get in trouble, even though they don't sell it.
All right.
As long as you got that medical card.
Well, I'll be happy with some regular seedy, compressed, hard ass buds right now.
Well, I'm
Shit,
being.
man.
I can
You
get the
know?
mids for 2 ounces for $100.
Nice. Hell yeah.
But $10 a gram for medical weeds just fine.
Right. Well, I'm gonna grow my own eventually.
Oh yeah. My last name's Gardner. You know,
You know what I mean?
you can open a business and have 45 years experience first day.
So, when was your last visual experience with Sasquatch?
Me?
Yep.
Oh man.
I'm at 2 years right now.
Well,
It's been a while.
yeah, I've seen him several times, but I haven't got a clear vision in it. It's been last year. Wait,
Nice.
Kevin, the glad guy, Kevin, that died and he died in May.
Yeah.
He had really bad health, and one of his friends from Oklahoma came out, and we were down at the river, and he brought his 10-year-old son, and we were out in the field, and it was, I mean, lightning ripping, and there was this hill. They live on top of this hill, and there was like 6 sets of eye shine. And that guy started praying from Oklahoma like you wouldn't believe. I'm serious. It was pretty hair raising.
Hell yeah. When you experience them, it's life changing. It's like
I
nothing
don't.
else.
It's not something you just like to think about all the time either.
Well, once it happens, that's all you could think about.
Yeah, I know. But I don't really. I'm really chasing them anymore. I'm just out in the woods and then doing my thing.
Well, that's the thing. Like when I go out, I don't have to really chase them. I just go out there and I'll see their structures everywhere. It's real obvious. Once you know what to look for, it's obvious as fuck.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
my
know you're
area.
up.
I've been going there since '74. I mean, they watched me grow up. My kids grow up.
Like, yeah,
It's pretty bizarre.
I'm
It's
gonna
hard
go
to
visit.
explain, really.
I'm gonna go visit them again soon.
Oh, I
They
know.
they know me. They know me up here in these parts.
You almost made it up here.
I know, man. I was all over the place. Then we lost our car and didn't have a car for almost 2 years, and we finally got another.
Popo.
Right, we finally got another car, so that's good.
Right on.
We got this couple up here, real cool people. They're helping a lot. You know,
Hey, that's what you're
Mm,
supposed to do.
hell yeah, showed us
Pay it
mad
forward.
love. Finally, somebody gave a shit.
When you get with like-minded people, things change. And fellowship, strength in numbers.
That's the truth. I just can't wait to disappear in the forest while this
Hey, I heard
bullshit
that.
going on. So I want
I had
that
a job.
cabin.
I had a job doing concessions down in Arkansas, middle of nowhere, and then the world shut down.
Right.
I can't.
Not.
There's no sports. Sports is what's crazy.
Yep.
There's a lot of money not being made.
I'm trying to get work online, stripping, doing the Sasquatch shuffle.
They got that guy on YouTube, Sax Squatch, that plays saxophone every day.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's
I
good
wonder who
stuff.
that is.
Yeah, I
It's
seen a
probably
pic.
MK Davis.
No shit, huh? He's funny.
He
Cracks
can't
me
let
up.
the original encounter. Every day he finds something new.
Yep.
What do you think about how to hunt?
Well, for me, how to hunt that dude, he's cool and all, but I think people get a little too more excited about him, than they should. It's like,
Yeah, I see a lot of ass sucking going on in the comments.
yeah, it's like I ain't got nothing against him at all. You know what I mean? But
Now he kind of, he says a lot of stuff and turns around and does exactly what he says.
yeah, so it's like I can read encounters all day too.
I know. One of my friends lives up by there and knows him and said he's pretty straight up, but he don't believe everything he says. I mean, they have different beliefs.
Yeah. See, and
I
what I'm
know.
going by is just experience and
Yeah,
what I see and all my real research that I've done with all the tribes and all that stuff. And
it was
yeah,
pretty funny to see Christopher Noel get his panties in a bunch, though.
oh, Christopher Noel, oh, that one. I
Hey,
think that guy, we were talking for a while, but yeah, he's high strung and he just
hey,
gets all.
his fiance got killed in a car wreck a few years ago, and he went on a book tour and talked about it and made money off of it.
Yep.
I didn't like that.
You know, he threw a big old fit because he sent me some books and stuff, and I appreciate that and all. But yeah, he's just too glued to what he thinks it is, and people, you got to keep an open mind because
Yeah,
unless you got a Bigfoot hanging out with you 24/7, telling you all this shit, we're all still learning. You know,
he wanted to do
and,
100,000 man march on White House, and you can't get 10 people doing it.
right? Yeah.
He
So,
didn't have anything on his walls either. That kind of says something about his personality. His walls are all white and blank.
nah, right.
He's been wearing that same hat since Captain Tennille gave it to him.
When he was hunting the white whales,
If he saw Bigfoot, he'd run like a little girl.
Well, he gets freaked out when they throw pine cones. It's like, come on, calm down.
I don't know. There's just something about him that I made some structures out of bamboo one time and posted in his group, and he's like, "What's that got to do with Bigfoot?" And then he wrote a book on structures after that.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. He's
Yeah.
rubbed people the wrong way. I tend to do that too.
Yep. And then of course the everybody's favorite Todd Standing. You know.
I call him Todd Squatting.
Yep.
I saw that first when he first got lost and all that,
Yeah.
and yeah, he came walking out of the woods, without a scratch or I don't know. It's too hard for me to sink in. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's like he's very dramatic and tries to tell everybody he's super duper hunter dude. It's like ain't got to be all that way, jumping and running and hiding. Bigfoot knows when you're there. He ain't stupid. You can't hide from him. They
I
know
know.
when you're there. You know.
And then how to hunt. He calls Jeff Meldrum Mel Dumb, and that guy's been around forever.
Yep. I know
He used to,
Meldrum. I've worked with him many times.
yeah.
And
Before drones, he used little balloons and stuff trying to find him.
yep.
I
And
like
then
him myself.
William Barnes.
No, I don't.
Do you remember the Falcon Project?
Yeah. Oh, you were
Yeah.
in on that, were you?
Yeah. I was on the Falcon Project, and William Barnes put it together. He saw Bigfoot like 25 years ago, and yeah, everything was going good. Meldrum was in it, and Jane Goodall, and then Disney was going to fund it. Then they pulled all the funding. That's why it never happened. And then Meldrum tried to do his own version of it, and I called him and I was like, "Hey, man, so you're doing the same thing as the Falcon Project?" He's like, "No, I'm not. It's different. It's different." I was like, "You're using a drone too, right?" He's like, "Well, yeah." So, well, same shit, nobody wants to give each other credit. You know what I mean? It's
It's
like,
a dog eat dog world. Dog man eat dog man world.
yep. And it's
I
just
didn't.
sad, and
I didn't
that's
know.
what's holding back. It's holding back the research. Everybody's too busy
Yeah.
wanting to be the one,
I
and
know.
it's like if we all put our heads together and all our research together openly, and not worry about bullshit like that, we would be 5 times ahead than we are. You know?
But everybody has gotten indoctrinated to it's me, me, me.
Yep. That's why I said on my interviews, like, I don't give a shit, man. I don't care. People believe me, they believe me or not. If you want to use my research, use my research. I don't care.
Exactly.
You know.
Okay. It's easy though. You could make up something and throw out there, and pretty soon it'd be everybody be saying it, even if it was true or not, because a lot of people copy off other people.
Yep. So I
What
just
do you think
keep
about?
on.
What do you think of Richter?
That's another one. You know. It was funny one time. The
Oh,
Finding
what's
Bigfoot.
Connie? What's the old? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the Finding Bigfoot crew. When I did Finding Bigfoot, I did their show and all that shit. And Renee, you know, I'd got some new evidence, and I was just sending her pictures. I was like, hey, check this out, because she's one, she's a marine biologist. It's like, why would you hire a marine biologist for this, to research this stuff? But because she said, no, until I see one with my own eyes will I believe it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I wrote her one day and sent her some evidence and pictures and stuff, and she wrote back. She was like, look, we're not doing the show anymore. Stop trying to get on TV. And I was like, I'm in movies and TV. I'm okay. I'll be all right. You know what I mean? I was like, I give a shit about that. I was just trying to share some research. I thought you'd find it interesting. Jeez. I
I
stopped
like
talking
I
to
like watching
them,
Fred and Connie when I want to laugh.
you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I don't worry too much more about it. I watch all, as much as I can to learn as much as I can, because if you get all the researchers out there, whether people believe them or not, and you know what the commonalities are if you've been out there, you've
Oh
done
yeah.
the actual hunting, you've seen the shit, you've seen the real structures. You can see who's full of shit and who's not.
What do you think of Russell Accord show that was on?
I didn't see that one.
The last one that was just on, with Russell and that lady. It was like Finding Bigfoot.
Oh, and wherever it was like talking about the way she looked and stuff.
Yeah, Michael Merchant is on him like shit on stink
Yep.
because he called him out and said that was a like a country ranch where you go and ride horses, and they faked it all. And
Yep.
I don't know what to think anymore.
Right. Everybody's too busy making theatrics. You know.
Yeah, and you can't do reality TV is not reality.
Oh hell no. No, it was like that when I did Finding Bigfoot. We went out for a night hunt. There's a bunch of hoopla. There was trucks and a whole production crews and all this shit, and it's there's no. That's why they ever find shit, man, because there's too many people out there, and they're too bit worried about getting shots, and all
The
that
people in
funny
the
stuff.
shows are eating it. They're eating good and going to hotels when you ain't looking at stuff.
Exactly. My ass would go be sleeping in my car, or if I had a tent, then in the tent. If I didn't have either, I didn't care. I'd just be out there in the dark. You know.
Most people are scared.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. You're like, don't you take a gun with you? And I'm like,
I know. Like
no,
why?
no, I don't. You
I
know,
don't kill things anymore.
right? Robert Kreider.
Yeah, and no comment.
Yeah, exactly. That boy pissed me off. I don't care. I'll say it.
Hey, I about 3 years ago, he's a political. He posts more shit on the politics than he does anything.
Yeah, he's a jackass.
I know
That
I don't like him.
that night that I went out with him, well, he was
Oh
mad
yeah, you
because
were
every
down
time,
there.
yeah, he was there with me, and I was right there. In the video, he cut me out of the video out, pretty much the whole time. But I was the one that was standing there. I found, I was one that was communicating with Bigfoot,
Yeah.
and standing in front of one for a good 10 minutes. While we moved back and forth, and we're looking at each other, and and he was too busy with his beer and his cigarette. You know, then that's when that one Bigfoot threw a rock at his balls. That I thought funny. I thought that was funny as shit. They didn't like him for nothing. You
That's
know.
like Ozark Mountain Ozark Mountain Sasquatch and Berkshire and Randy Harrington. Shane, that was my area. Shane brought him down there, and they started paying Walt, and they went to Philadelphia and did travel velocity, and everything they said was nothing was true. It was all fabrication.
Yep.
And then the documentary, they put me down as supporting actor.
I tell you.
It's on Amazon Prime, but I haven't watched it. In the comments, it doesn't look like it's very good though. Stacey Brown did it, same one that did Wayne Wilson's.
Uh, yeah, we need to make something eventually, you know?
Yeah, my buddy Matt, he wants to do HOB, high on Bigfoot. Go around and get high with all the researchers and go out.
Breaking buds with Bigfoot.
You know, we used to be friends with Mark Bell too.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know he won't even talk to me. He has me blocked on his stuff.
I tell you.
And I put him out there for years, you know.
Yep. I don't know. It's got a little crazy with all the different things he was showing, and everything's a shape. And that one lady that he worked that does all his enhancing.
Yeah,
You know?
she's like, I know. I put I was in that X Project group of his, and that lady you're talking about, I ain't gonna mention her, Gail Durant.
Right.
She did one of my videos and had like 60 in the first minute clip. I had to erase all the stuff. I got out of there. I'm sorry.
Yep.
You know, if you want to find Bigfoot, just film the woods and put it on YouTube. People will find it for you.
Right. What do you think about Utah Bigfoot? Rio.
I called him out a long time ago when he took and stacked up the deer ribs like a pyramid and then added blood to him on the next one. And he wouldn't even talk to me without PayPal.
Yep.
I called him. He ripped him off too when he left. He got like 20 grand, all the equipment.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark Bell said when he came up and saw Mark, he got so high on edibles that he peed on all the structures. And he asked him where the porta potty was.
That's wild, man. People get caught up. They get caught
He
up
had
on
he had him going though, didn't he? With
Yep.
his suave, debonair voice and all that.
Yep. Pretty boy. Pretty boy.
I don't know what he does now.
Well, he got I guess he was hooked on Adderall real bad and
Really?
methamphetamines. Yeah, and he came out, put a couple of videos talking about it, and got kind of caught up in all that bullshit. And
well, he was filming floodplains behind 7-Eleven. Yeah.
You know,
a lot of people, the floodplains make nice structures when they recede, and people try to pull the wool.
Yep.
I don't like that.
No, not good.
Too much deception in the world in that community.
Right.
Yeah.
Redonkulous, man. Redonkulous.
There's so many people reading Bigfoot stories now on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's definitely out there.
Yeah, for sure. I used to listen to the Dr. Jeff or whatever.
Yeah.
And or no, Pastor Jeff or whatever the hell. Bigfoot campfire stories.
Jeffrey Friend or whatever.
No, Jeffrey Friend's the black dude, right?
No, that's DDoS.
Oh.
There's two Jeff Friends, I think. One's a skinny dude up north, and there's one's got a big old beard.
Yeah, I'm talking about the skinny dude. That's one I know.
Yeah. What do you think about world big? What's his name? Duke.
Don't know that.
World Bigfoot Radio. He's up
okay.
in Wisconsin or something.
No. So, a big argument, of course, in the Bigfoot world is Bigfoot's just an animal, or is it a human?
Yeah. What's Michael Murphy calls it, the psychic woo pony train or something?
Yeah, the woo.
Yeah. Dr. Matthew Johnson.
Yeah. Well,
that guy's funny though. Him and Bubba. Hey, Bubba.
Right. Well, like personally, I've heard Bigfoot speak, say words, and communicate. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
yeah.
the fact that they can have sex with us and have babies, you know.
Well, that one story with that guy back in like Daniel Boone area she kept him in a cave and had a kid with him, and he got loose and she tore the baby in half at the shore. That's crazy.
You know.
I heard gibberish. I heard that gibberish shit with Shane down there. When you hear that I can't forget that. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, when they called it, was it the samurai chatter or some shit like that?
Yeah, and I got the one time. We were doing. Some people saw a Bigfoot eating a dog, roadkill, and we
Yeah.
went down there. And they went. I went back in the woods, and they went to the thing, and I got that smell 3 times in like within 2 minutes, and I never smelled. That's the only time I ever smelled it, and it's definitely one of a kind. And my camera was zooming in and out, in and out, in and out. It was really wild.
Yeah. Some
Most of
wild
the stuff you just keep to yourself because no one would believe it anyway.
right? Well, somebody just wrote on the chat, what's the most frightening encounter? For me, uh, it was, excuse me, in about, I guess it was like 2004 ish. And I was in the Tularosa Basin, not in the mountains, but, right at the edge of them, kind of about 10 minutes from the edge of the mountains. And it was nighttime, and me and my friend, Michael, we walked out on my property, and it was in the pitch dark, and we were going to go smoke a bowl of that green on the gravel road, that goes around my property.
Yeah.
And we walked out there, and we're standing there, we're smoking a bowl, and then we hear something walk up,
Oh yeah,
and
heavy
you
laying.
can hear, you can hear the gravel. And at first we thought it was, maybe a loose horse or a donkey or something, because if it was a cat, we wouldn't have heard it, a big
Hmm.
cat. But no, it walked up about 20 feet in front of us on the road. Of course, like I said, there was no moon out. It was pitch dark. And it started pacing back and forth, left and right across the road. And faster and faster and faster. Just like it was building up the balls to do something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I told him, I whispered to him, I said, squat down and grab some rocks. I go, I'm going to do the same thing, and then let's just chuck them at it.
Yeah.
And so we both grabbed some rocks and started throwing rocks, but we didn't hit it for shit. It was, it could see. We couldn't.
Yeah.
And I squatted down, and I found the, good sized rock. I closed my eyes, even though it was dark. I closed my eyes, and I just listened, and I could hear it because it was pacing still back and forth. And I reached back and I threw that rock as hard as I could, and you could hear it zip. When you throw a rock real fast and it goes
Oh,
zip sound. And I smacked the shit out of it, and it screamed. It went wow, and we fucking took off towards my house through the desert, hauling
oh
ass,
man.
and it paced us. It was running on the side of us, because as you get closer to our house, we had the floodlights, and
Yeah.
we ran up on the back deck, and it tackled the deck on one side, ran around the other side, and tackled it again, and we ran inside the house, and but yeah, it wasn't huge. It was about 6 feet tall, but when it was running with us, it was on all fours, and
Oh
then
yeah.
it tackled the deck like a football player, But I'm guessing it was a juvenile, but that was scary as shit, man, when it happened,
That spider
And-
crawl shit's crazy.
hell yeah.
A lot of times I wonder if they can disguise as deer because I don't know. A lot of times deer just walk out and stare at you like I'm right here.
No, like I said, a lot of the native tribes know that they can kind of,
Shapeshift.
yeah, they can shape shift. And then are they shape shifting, or are they putting that thought in
Thought in your head.
yeah, because
Because
I've had
that
to,
one Indian tribe, that old chief that used to be on, he said he'd take them out and say, count the trees, there'd be four, and the next day there'd be three. He said one of those was a squatch.
yeah, but like me and the wife, we were hunting on the Tule Creek, and we're getting some action, and then we turned a corner around some trees, and there was the weirdest. I mean, it was a bull, a big old bull, just the weirdest, oddest thing though. It looked like a statue almost, and it was like muscular. In that area, there we don't have bulls. We have just regular crackhead looking cows. But this one was, I mean, this was just a huge gray. Looked like it just walked off a show, one of them
Yeah.
prize winning perfect bulls, but it didn't have any markings, no clip in the ear, and it just didn't seem right. And I've seen lots of animals and bulls
Oh,
and
yeah.
cows, and it was just the oddest thing. It just stood there, just looking at us, staring at us, like really just creepy as shit, man. It looked unreal. It felt so. I've never felt like that around just cattle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, it was creepy as shit, and we're just okay. We're gonna go now. You
A
know?
couple years ago, I was in the woods and it was freezing cold and it started raining and I was a long ways from the truck and like a wolf, a giant wolf, like tannish, ran like 2 feet in front of me and like we don't have wolves here,
Yeah.
and that was a mind blow right there.
Hell yeah. You know?
I know
There's
I've
like
seen so much in the woods. It's crazy.
there's this one report up in Mescalero. This Apache woman. She was in the house with her kids, and a mother Bigfoot and a juvenile literally just opened the front door and walked in, and the mom and the kids ran to the bedroom, locked the door, and those two Bigfoots were in their house about 25 minutes, just
Oh.
rummaging through shit, and went through their fridge and ate all kinds of stuff. And yeah, it's like I said, it's real common up here. They're all over the place out here. But yeah, I think the military is taking a real interest in them here, and they're sending out their drones at night, searching the mountains. You know.
That's like when Mount St. Helens, all the stuff you can read about that's crazy.
Yep, with all the bodies they found.
Yeah, and the one I saw one where a guy said the Squatch was walking with the commander and looked over him like, "What's up?"
Yep. No, what trips me out is like those giant documentaries of giants,
Yeah,
and they find all these giant skeletons, with double rows and teeth, and
toes and fingers, red hair.
yeah, they're covered in hair. They're 8 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet tall, you know, and but they refuse to say Bigfoots. They're just they're big giant natives,
Well,
you know.
most people don't. We didn't travel west in the United States because that's where they lived, and Lewis and Clark. But the natives, they finally got them in a cave. The last of them burned them out, long.
Yeah,
But
but
that's why people didn't go west because you'd get ate.
yeah, with that Winnemucca story that you just mentioned, I've heard that story on documentaries, and they won't say it's Bigfoot. And it's like they were giants covered in red hair, and
I
they
know.
used to, I'm like, come on, man. It
Hey,
just, it's like,
Parkway said, "What's your opinion on reservations being a hotspot?"
oh, I agree. Reservations are hotspots because the Bigfoots know that there's no hunting allowed on there besides the natives, and the natives don't fuck with them. They know not to.
Yeah,
You
Teddy
know,
Roosevelt saw one, and he made all the state parks for a place for him to hide. You know what I mean?
yep. So, yeah, no, they're definitely hotspots. That's why whenever I go visit any reservations, I get those the best reports and the best hunting, quote unquote hunting, with camera. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, definitely, those are my favorite places to hunt. But now,
And I get a lot of them here, and the trees, like you'll see the trees move, and it's like almost like they're the wind, and you'll see
yep,
them the top of the trees moving and bending, but you will see nothing in them. It's crazy.
yep. Well, people don't even realize that the Bigfoots can be up in the trees. Not like before when I used to hunt. I just look left, right, look
Yeah,
for so like that now. Now that I've got those photos, of them in the trees, and
and my
babies in
video
the
shows them
trees.
too.
Yep, hell
We
yeah.
got
Now when I
grapevines here too, big grapevines that they just, and you can see in the tree how they manipulate the tree to have the nubs where the limbs were, and like they can just climb up that sucker.
Yep. So this is some wild stuff, man.
And like the crows and the blue jays, that stuff too is wild. And faking owl sounds and like in the middle of the day that you don't get. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they're master copycatters. You know.
I'm telling you. And people say, why do they hide? It's like, well, when the people from the east came, Eastern European people started killing everyone. Wouldn't you go into hiding?
Hell yeah. And it goes far back. It goes way far back to I believe like the Epic of Gilgamesh. You know what I mean, with the whole Enkidu and all that shit that
Oh
happened
yeah,
back then.
they're
And it's like,
lost tribes. I call them just the lost people.
yeah, they got banished to the depths of the forest around the world, and now we're finding a bunch of big ass hairy sons of bitches in the depths of the
I'll
forest
tell you
around the
something.
world.
Kevin Glag told me that he never told anybody that he told me that they were part of the second coming. That whenever that happened, they were going to be dragging people to hell.
Damn.
He said they were part of God's plan. I was like, whoa. He said that's why they're starting to show now more because we're in the end of days.
Well, I'll next time I talk to him, I'll be like, "Can you just carry me? Don't drag me." You know what I mean?
What would you call it? It wouldn't be called a cougar. What would you call it?
Right? I don't know. Saber tooth.
Remember, there's that one encounter where they found that couple in, I think it was in Oklahoma, where they tore that guy's head off and tore that girl to pieces.
Yep. I heard about that hunter that was out trying to shoot him, and Bigfoot grabbed him by his ankles, crushed his ankles, and beat him against a tree. You
Oh,
know?
that one dude in the sleeping bag that kept him for a while, and he got well, he gave him his snuff and got out of there.
Yep. He was there for what, two weeks with them. You know,
That's
and that
crazy.
hell yeah,
And that one guy
and
said they just bit his arm off. Remember that?
that's craziness.
No one's gonna make up shit like that.
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
I'll tell you. Well, brother, I'm
You know,
gonna
it's
have to.
crazy though when you start doing this. All the people that start telling you they've seen him that you because they know you're not gonna make fun of them.
Yep, exactly. I'm gonna have to bounce out and get with the wife, and phone's about to die, brother. We gotta do this
Hey,
again
thank you for
soon,
coming. We'll
okay?
do this again, brother.
Oh hell yeah, you know that. Thank you everybody that's out there on the chat and watching right now. Um, I will see you again soon. We will do this again now that we know how to work it.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it too on your phone.
Hell yeah, brother. I'll
Love
have
you,
a good
dude.
night, man. Talk to you soon. Smoke one for me, or two, or three, or four.
All night long.
Oh yeah. Talk to you later, bro.
All right, take care. That was great, man. He's a cool dude, man. Let me tell you. Me and him talk for hours and hours and hours on the phone, and we do a lot of the same artwork. He was coming up here to go to the 400, and he got pulled over on the way. It was 3 years ago, and had a warrant. He never made it. We were going to put his fifth wheel down in the 400. You know, some people just click with. You know, but he's going through some tough stuff. His dad has the same name as him, and his dad pretty much embezzled all this money. And that's sad. Well, I think I'm gonna get out of here too, dude. We'll be doing this more. Take care.